Well, maybe I introduce myself first. My name is Francis Bizoza, and AKA or commonly known as the African traveling teacher. So the African traveling teacher is something that came to fruition after thinking about how much I can give back to community. I can empower teachers and students and inspire them to learn about what the continent of Africa looks like. And in fact, I had been running a non-profit called Teachers Empowerment Platform, and we had not gotten enough resources or funding to support teachers with professional development. So I started wondering and thinking, what's the best way I can earn money to invest in empowering teachers? So during my research, I landed on, I realized that I can make money through YouTube. So I was like, okay, now that I have opportunity to travel, I can tell stories of the experiences I meet around across the continent on my YouTube channel, and then people will subscribe and I'll get many views. And then once I start earning, I can use that money to empower teachers. But this idea came shortly after I had also been reached out. That's when I had just connected with Madame Crouch, with Miss Crouch, through an organization called Inspire Citizens, where they asked me to speak to you, to the students. That time, this 2022, they wanted me to speak to students at your school of grade 8 and grade 9, to speak to them about infrastructure in Africa, in terms of health, transport, education, and stuff. So when I tried to do a bit of research, I realized that I didn't know anything about Africa. So I started asking myself, how do I get to know about Africa? And then that's when all these ideas added up, and I came up with the African traveling teacher. And then in that year, 2022, I didn't manage to do the presentation to your school because of COVID, and then things didn't really work out well until then when Miss Crouch reached out to me, and we started again talking. That time I had already started the African traveling teacher. I started it in 2023 around July. And now the ideas started coming on how we do the collaboration to and under the theme global citizenship, and then cross-cultural exchange, which is now we have as the cultural canvas. So that's what has that's how I think that's what has led to us being in touch and meeting today. And usually I have a permanent job, but I work, it's more part-time. I work 80 hours a month. I work with the Learning Equality, the organization that is behind the platform we are using, Colibri. So I work 80 hours a month, 80. And then when I'm not working and I have some spare resources, I have some savings, that's when I do these journeys to travel across Africa to tell these stories, to connect with different students and stuff. Have I answered the question?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Can you share any stories, success stories of students or communities that have been benefited from your educational programs?
Yes, I have a very interesting success story. For example, and you are part of the people who have made this a success. One of the things I call success is having seen the cultural canvas project members from Western Academy Beijing use their skills, transfer the knowledge from the classroom to practical hands-on projects by making artifacts that you people auctioned, and you are able to raise an amount of money that we use to buy tablets for students. Tinyarutembe Community School. I want to tell you, you don't know how much that project has made, how much impact it has made. If you have seen the video on YouTube, these kids are in secondary school, they're in high school, they're in senior one, they're between senior one and senior 4. And for us, for that is about grade from, like, let's say if I put it in grade terms, it's like grade 8 to grade 12. They had never seen an ICT gadget, an ICT equipment. They had never seen a tablet. They had even never touched a smartphone. And you can imagine how much joy. If you have watched the video, you can see the curiosity in their eyes, being able to touch a tablet, being able to navigate it, and hearing and watching your videos as you teach them to do some of the activities. So that is one of the greatest things I celebrate now ever since I started this journey, the African traveling teacher. And I'm really so excited to see where this goes. One of my dreams, for example, is to see if there can be an exchange program happen. For example, you people come from China, come and visit this school, spend a day with these students, see the life they go through, and then they can also come and visit you and stuff. So that here I feel my dream and my goal to ensure that we are doing global citizenship will have been fulfilled. So that is one of my greatest dreams. The success I've shared is not small success, but if we can reach to this extent of doing this kind of exchange, to me, I would call it one of the best things or dreams achieved. Number two, there is a project that they are interested in doing. It is called Brilliant Blue. I think I'll share the link. They would like to do it with you. They are thinking about climate change. We have a river that goes through our place, and there is a lot of plastic waste that goes into the river and stuff. And they are like, where does this waste end? It ends in the ocean, and all this is about climate change. And they are thinking of doing such a project where they can use the plastics around the village, collect them, reuse them to ensure that they don't contaminate the water, they are not flown back to the rivers and stuff. If this is something we'd like to collaborate on them, the only challenge they have is that to enter into this competition, they have to pay a subscription fee of about $150, which they don't have yet. But I thought I would bring this across because I think it is one of the projects we can engage in that you can do with them to put together a project, and then it will raise more awareness about this collaboration. So I can send you the details on the links and see if there's something you can do about it. But I think this collaboration so far has been the most exciting thing that I've come across in my endeavors as the African traveling teacher.
No, that's
Thank
great
you.
to hear. Yeah, we're also very happy that this was very successful. And we were actually so regarding like the exchange part, we might be able to because our like policy at WAB is pretty like strict, so we can't just arrange field trips, across continents. But we can bring it up to Miss Crouch, and then if maybe we can do it at the end of the year. Yeah. So we're done with all our work, and then we can focus on the project.
We would love to visit.
Yeah, we would love to visit the students.
Also, like there's
That
also
would be awesome. So if
Yeah, we would love to go. Let's go. Yeah, we're going.
So I think what we can do is to start bit by bit. You remember, like last time I talked about. I don't know if you have seen the 2 videos that we uploaded for the students.
yeah.
Have you watched those ones on Colibri?
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
You need to check out our channel, the Canvas, the Cultural Canvas channel. There are 2 videos I've done, and once you see what they've done, I would talk to Miss Coach and say if we can, for example, import the materials they have used to do those to you. We export them to you, and then you also try out using the videos you try out, and then from that we can now do the exchange. And the exchange would be an amazing thing because we can be able to now we can arrange, they come, we pick you at the airport, we go to a few cultural centers, we visit them, and then go back with them to the school. And this is a project we can write and even, I think, raise funds for it.
Yeah. I think it's
Valid.
it's valid. Yeah. We will definitely tell Miss Crouch and convince her to let us go because we haven't been on many field trips lately.
Okay, that would be amazing. It would be exciting for us to make this project come true. Like see the exchange and see the students who have developed the videos, who have done a lot of work, and they'd also want to see who are these people that raised resources to get for us tablets.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. A says heart. Okay. Did you have any more questions?
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we. That was the interview, but me and Sophia and Juria, we can discuss with you about what we can do this year as our club. Yeah.
Do we have more people coming to the club?
Yeah, we have more people than right now, but there's just a few people from the club that's here for this meeting and interview, but we definitely do have more people
Yeah.
than this.
Guys, join.
Yeah, they're just out of the frame, but they're
They're all
there's people here.
Oh, awesome.
Wait.
Also, do we have your permission to use this interview and post it online?
Yes, please, you do. You do have it. I don't know if you recorded video or audio, if you want me to write anything. If there are any other details that you'd like from me, I'm happy to share that.
That's great.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Maybe what I wanted